The other day, I was scrolling on TikTok, like I normally do to find content to make videos about, and I stumbled across a TikTok video by a creator named JP. At the time, I had no clue who he was, or what he was going on about, or why he was living out of a van. But after liking that video, I saw other videos pop up on my For You page that spoke about a YouTube channel named HellthyJunkFood and the drama that surrounded this once thriving channel. This topic was an interesting one that I wanted to look at for a video and break down the drama between the two. Today we look at the implosion of HellthyJunkFood, a YouTube food channel which once had over 3 million subscribers in the channel's heyday, but recently has been hemorrhaging subscribers every single month since September of 2023. In the channel's peak, almost every video was getting over 5 million views. But after the channel's peak, the views dropped to around 100,000 views per video. But as of recently, the views on the channel have fallen flat to a point that in the present day, the HellthyJunkFood channel struggles to pass even 10,000 views per video, which is over a 90% drop in views from its previous peak. This could be due to a number of different reasons, which we will look at in today's video. So let's take a look at what happened with the HellthyJunkFood channel and why the co-host JP eventually left HellthyJunkFood almost a year ago, and the drama that was brewing below the surface, which eventually started to show in videos. The channel HellthyJunkFood was created in 2013, over 11 years ago, and the first handful of videos were all videos in which they would remake popular food items like McDonald's Big Macs, Wendy's Baconators, and even KFC's gravy. These videos started to take off. That was up until the channel was attacked. In HellthyJunkFood's 100k subscriber video, JP speaks about how after he posted those couple of videos and learned how to post the videos on Reddit for even more reach, I guess people on Reddit were upset and started messing with the channel, and Google had to step in and send an email to JP telling him that his account was banned for invalid click activity. JP tried to appeal multiple times and also tried to take the EDP route and make a bunch of new channels, which were all inevitably banned as well. Eventually, they did get their channel back, but after this long fight, HellthyJunkFood took a break from uploading to YouTube from June until September. But to clarify, I do think that JP meant that his AdSense was banned and not his actual YouTube channel, because during this stretch of time, HellthyJunkFood was still posting on the channel. But I think what he was trying to allude to in the video is that he was posting but wasn't getting paid for all of the effort that he was putting in.
I learned how to use Reddit, I posted the video, got a bunch of views, and then I wake up the next morning with an email from Google saying, "Your account has been banned for invalid click activity," which I later found out was an attack on my channel from an angry Redditor. I sent out a bunch of appeals to Google, they all got denied. Created multiple channels, all banned within weeks. And then I lost the privilege to have custom thumbnails. I didn't know what to do.
This first year was pretty tough for the channel. The videos weren't getting too much attention, and then they weren't even getting paid for posting the videos. This all changed when JP started to collab with other creators on YouTube. See, JP and HellthyJunkFood brought something different into the genre, and that was mixing comedy with food recipes. What HellthyJunkFood lacked was quality. In the beginning, JP recorded these videos off of his iPhone and edited them in iMovie. And you could probably guess just how bad the videos looked when they posted them to YouTube. But again, this all changed in 2014 when JP upgraded his equipment. Instead of his old iPhone, he'd upgrade to a state-of-the-art camera and better lighting, which made the videos more enjoyable to watch. Also, Julia started to make regular appearances within the videos in August of 2014. And when the viewers saw their chemistry, it made them more inclined to watch the videos and even subscribe to their channel. These changes to the HellthyJunkFood channel were all building blocks to their eventual fame. In 2015, right before the new year, HellthyJunkFood surpassed 100k subscribers, which just showed that the changes they made were ones that changed their lives forever. In 2016, the channel started to take off, and they eventually did. If we look at their popular videos tab on their channel, you could see that almost every single video that went viral on their channel happened around 2016 through 2018. Their biggest year was 2017 when JP and Julia started to make DIY giant food videos. It was pretty much an infinite money glitch in real life, because when you find a trend as easy as DIY food videos, the amount of content that you can create is endless. And even if you mess up, you have the safety net with the word DIY, which doesn't always mean that the video will be successful or the food will be tasty. Now, because these videos did so well, HellthyJunkFood surpassed 1 million subscribers in April of 2017. The videos and channel continued to do well for a while after they first hit 1 million subscribers, and 2 years later, they'd yet again hit another huge milestone of 2 million subscribers in 2019. The channel was growing, the views were rolling in, and it seemed like everything was going great. The two of them would even get engaged in 2016. But as time went on, after hitting 2 million subscribers, things started to change. YouTube and the internet as a whole is all about trends. There's only so long that you can make a certain type of content before that trend dies out. That's why we saw so many creators like Guava Juice and Wolfie Raps lose their momentum after the whole DIY trend died out on YouTube. Wolfie obviously was for some other reasons, which involved a minor. I have a video about it on the channel. It's very far back. I'd say go check it out. But Guava Juice and his content just lost its steam. This also goes for channels like 5 Minute Crafts, whose channel has also died out over the years. And this is the same thing that happened with HellthyJunkFood. Their DIY giant food videos were insanely popular, but there's only so many times that you can make that video using that same format until the trend starts to die down and you're forced to change up the strategy. They started going to different fast food restaurants that were allegedly the oldest in America, which gave them some success to push the channel to over 3 million subscribers. But even that trend eventually died down, and the duo started to get burnt out. Now, the crazy thing about content creation is that it's kind of like a drug in a way. When the views are high and you are racking in hundreds of thousands of dollars each and every month from ad revenue, then you push yourself to make videos and it gives you constant motivation and something to look forward to. But when you get into a stretch where videos start to do bad or where you start to question your ideas, that's when you become unmotivated or burnt out, which is what started to happen to Julia and JP. As the views continued to lower and lower, so did their morale. Videos became stale and their fans could tell the difference in quality. The better equipment couldn't change the fact that these two were just burnt out, and the chemistry between the two seemed completely different than when they first started to create content together back in 2013. In the summer of 2023, JP started to appear in less and less videos, and Julia started to rent out a new apartment. These changes had the fans wondering what was happening behind the scenes. In a video titled "Ranking Every Sriracha to Find the One That Tastes the Most Like the Original" that was posted on July 30th of that year, JP was nowhere to be found. Fans broke their silence and they started asking questions in the comments, with one commenter asking, "Did you and JP break up given that you have a new apartment?" And another one asking, "Did y'all break up?" These questions weren't answered right off the rip, but fans would get a little hint that JP would no longer be on the channel. On the Healthy Junk Food community tab, JP posted a goodbye post, which read, "Hey guys, it's JP. Miss you. So, big news. I've decided to pursue my dream of becoming a professional stand-up comedian, and will be vlogging my entire journey, traveling around to various venues across the United States and Canada for the next year. Julia will be taking over Healthy Junk Food while I pursue this endeavor. But don't worry, there's a lot we filmed that will be dropping with the both of us in it. If you're interested in seeing this content, I'll be posting it to my personal YouTube channel that I started in 2006. Now, this post didn't say anything about the duo breaking up, but these questions eventually were answered a couple uploads later in a video titled "Answering Questions We've Been Avoiding." In the video, Julia finally admits that JP and her broke up almost a year prior, but because they ran the business together, they tried to continue to post videos together for their fans. She stated that the breakup was mutual and how she still supports JP and his stand-up comedy, and how she would continue to post videos on the channel and entertain the fans like normal.
Today to answer some of your burning questions that you guys all have about the recent changes that are on the channel. As you may have noticed, I am now the lead on the channel without JP. So today, I want to answer all your questions and address all the concerns that you may have. Let's answer the most prominent question, where's JP? We actually haven't been together for well over a year, but decided to continue to run the business together as great friends. We actually worked better together this way because we could support each other's individual goals. JP wanted to focus on his comedy career. JP, breathe. Do some breathing exercises, how about? Which he's incredibly passionate about. Munchie. Hi. And I fully support him in pursuing his dreams. Hey, JP. Hi.
Hi.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. My stomach hurts.
There's fans out there.
Like ceiling fans?
We both believe that following separate paths will bring us the most joy and allow us to explore our own individual passions.
In the comments, people were writing things like, "It makes me sad when channels with millions of subscribers only get 30 to 40,000 views on a video. It's been this way for a year, and now I get why." And "Thanks for sharing. I guess it explains why the direction/views on the channel changed in the last year-ish. It hasn't been the same." Now, it's jarring to me to see how many fans realized when things changed on the channel, and it definitely reflects with the views of the channel as well. Now, it may seem like the two parted ways on a good note. Julia was still supporting JP, and JP was being positive for Julia, but this view of their relationship would change rather quickly, which was illustrated via a comment by HellthyJunkFood that was pinned 2 months ago, which read, "At the time of posting this video, there were a lot of things I hoped for and things I didn't know. I will be creating an update version of this video soon, explaining in more detail. I had hoped we would have been able to end amicably as I described in the video, but I realized a while after posting this that it would not work because of money. It's a sad truth that he has been stealing from the business since before we even moved to Florida. I am suing him for theft and defamation because he has stolen a ton of money and spread an equal amount of lies about me, trying to get me to quit and run away. I don't blame any of you for believing his lies, as you didn't know any better and I remained quiet, trying to be the better person, but not anymore. Again, I will be sharing an updated tell-all video with receipts." Now, why was this posted to the video which seemingly showed a good ending to the relationship? Well, as JP continued to open up about his relationship with Julia on his now main channel and the jokes about her during his stand-up sets, in a video on JP's channel, he'd make a joke about how Julia cheated on him with another Asian man.
Read off the topics of the people that wrote online and we'll just riff on those topics. Someone wrote jokes about Julia.
My lawyer said I can't do any of these jokes, so just none of it's true. But my ex-fiancée, she cheated on me with another Asian guy. It's cool. It's not her fault. She said she thought it was me.
But to be fair, this wasn't the reason why people thought that Julia actually cheated on JP. This was due to the Jamaica video that she posted right after the video where she tells the fans that her and JP broke up. The comments of this video was littered with people insinuating that Julia was now hooking up with people in the video. Comments like, "The gym friend she tells you not to worry about, RIP JP, and she changed ever since she got her teeth fixed, RIP JP," helped fuel the narrative that Julia cheated on JP or that she moved on quickly and only went to Jamaica to hook up with people. Now, these jokes from JP were just jokes, but it did paint Julia as a bad person even if she didn't actually cheat on him. On the Healthy Junk Food community tab, Julia said, "Lies are being told about me and I have proof that they are all lies. I screwed up in my first video answering your questions. I should have been 100% honest, but I was uncomfortable. It's not easy to open up about things going on in your life, especially to the internet. I hoped for continued friendship, but he shifted gears and no longer wanted to create videos with me. I wasn't honest because I was hoping to avoid drama and expected him to follow through with his plans. He had announced his intentions to focus on a full-time comedy career while I would take over running the channels. He told me he quit many times. He made this announcement on the community page and also sent it out through the newsletter. I'm going to address all the lies and provide the proof in form of text messages, audio recordings, screen grabs, and posts. I'm waiting for advice from my attorney before I release this content and give you guys a full video. Thank you for continuing to follow. I hope to bring you many more food challenges, hacks, recipes, and explorations of food as this is all resolved. Feel free to ask questions, I will answer them honestly. My only crime is I've been living in fear. No more. Julia." This post was created 10 months ago, and it would only get worse from here. See, when you bring your outside drama to the internet, more specifically the YouTube channel you both ran together, it becomes extremely off-putting for the fans of the channel, especially if the fans like JP more than Julia, or like Julia more than JP. The views were low back then, but once this drama was posted onto the channel community tab for everyone to see, this is where fans really started to unsubscribe from their channel. And Julia continued to post these screenshots and updates to the lawsuit for everyone to see. On February 23rd, 2024, JP posted a video titled "Why I'm Really Gone," where he goes in depth about how he was burnt out and also states that he was locked out of the Healthy Junk Food channel and had no permission and no access to the channel.
We're a business. We can both be burnt out, we can both say things, but at the end of the day, both business partners 50-50 need to come together in a mature, professional manner without emotions involved and discuss the operating agreements moving forward and not just rush to conclusions and have things just go haywire. Yeah. And just to be clear, I did not quit Healthy Junk Food. I was locked out of all of my accounts and then a lawsuit was filed against me. What I learned from me editing is a lot of my jokes happen during the edit. So if you looked at our content as a whole, if we just put out what we filmed, it's kind of boring. You know, it really is.
Yeah.
And my only fear is that with the previous channel, what happens when you lose your editors? What happens when your editors burn out? What happens when they ask for more money? Can you keep doing healthy junk food? Otherwise, someone's gonna have to start to learn and actually edit. And when they finally do, you're gonna realize why it's such a draining, difficult job. And I would say the first thing most YouTubers do is they outsource an editor once they start growing.
That's what most people say, yeah.
Premium editors get paid like six figures a year.
He then posts a community post as well and say July 31st, 2023 is the date my official first vlog was uploaded to YouTube. That is the same day I got locked out of Healthy Junk Food. That is also the same day I promoted my very first vlog on the community page of Healthy Junk Food. My guess is I got locked out because of self-promotion, which didn't make any sense because I thought my comedy journey was supported. I'm now told I'm locked out because of lies I've told and my actions. But if you watch my first vlog, there's no mention of anything regarding my previous situation. Then vlog 2 through vlog 18, there's still no mention of anything regarding my previous situation. So from 7/31/23 until 9/26/23, I was begging to get access back into my account through documented illegal conversations. Vlog 19 uploaded September 26th, 2023, I said she left me for a couple of blank, and then October 26th, I uploaded getting my channel back with the Wendy's food hack. Once I dropped the big news that I was locked out, a new narrative arrived that I locked her out first, but she outsmarted me with a master key. But what is crazy is during the months I was begging to get access back, there wasn't even the slightest mention of me locking the other member out first. There wasn't a single, he tried locking me out. If I locked her out first, how come it was never discussed? And finally, why would I lock her out after promoting my new comedy vlog? If I did successfully lock her out, I doubt she would be very nice about it. I can let whatever other crap lay to rest, people separate, move on, etc. But this is our channel that we created together, and you have no right to lock me out of it and then double down and lie about me locking you out with no evidence. So my question is, why did you lock me out July 31st, 2023 after I promoted my first vlog on the community page? Lastly, isn't it convenient that after she locked me out July 31st, 2023, she posted a video answering questions we've been avoiding on August 8th, 2023, and it was 100% BS. We've been avoiding. I wasn't there. I was locked out. I wasn't there to answer the questions. I got muted. Just like several people speaking out on this matter on Healthy Junk Food have also been muted. Then the next video, August 12th, 2023, she uploads a video of her in Jamaica. This is when the rumors started. You created your own self-destructive narrative by changing your Instagram to be 100% modeling thirst trap photos. Then you tell the audience we broke up, and then you upload a video of you being in Jamaica with a bunch of dudes. I didn't have to say a single thing. The writing's on the wall. Now, of course, this post fueled Julia into posting even more personal text messages between the two on Healthy Junk Food's community tab. And it would ultimately lead to Julia posting a long video on the relationship between her and JP and an insight into how JP was acting behind the cameras in her video titled The Actual Truth About the Healthy Junk Food Changes with Receipts. In the beginning of the video, Julia speaks about JP and how he was a huge jerk behind the cameras and how his actions would even boil over to in front of the cameras and editors would have to delete those segments. Julia felt like she was trapped and she had to walk on eggshells around him so that he wouldn't get upset. It was a toxic environment which was normalized, and Julia wouldn't even notice how mean JP was until her friends started to point it out to her, and also until she got out of that environment.
He really wanted to buy a house. Personally, I wasn't ready, but when one certain house came on the market, we took a leap of faith and moved. Before we bought the house, we had started fighting about things pretty consistently, mainly about work, and how work was really messing with our personal relationship. Neither of us were happy. For every single production, I slapped a smile on my face and prayed and hoped that he wasn't going to be mean to me during recording, as he was always mean, and then he would apologize afterwards, promise that he wouldn't be like that anymore because he really wanted to do everything that he was doing with me. It was very consistent that I would take his apology, put the problem under the rug, hope that it wouldn't happen again, but it continued to happen over and over and over again. I didn't even realize how unfulfilled I was regarding my joy and happiness in life until I found this little dog on Facebook Marketplace. And when she came into my life, dude, like, that feeling of love, like, it just filled all of the space. Fighting continued to ensue. It got to a point where I was just so nervous all the time, like walking on eggshells around him. I didn't ever want to upset him because then something would blow up and he would get very exasperated and upset. My body just goes into this fight or flight mode that I can't even describe very well, but luckily some therapy that I've been taking has been helping me really decipher and figure out like why I acted the way I did. What I should have done when he was mean to me repetitively is walk away and stand my ground and hold my boundaries and keep them set, but I didn't. I let him walk all over me. But opportunities continued to come our way. Brand deals, awesome collaborations. We were still so freaking unhappy whenever the freaking camera went off. And sometimes when the camera was on. And I have several editors I've worked with in the past that have literally told me that they saw how mean he was to me through video footage. And even friends of mine through collaborations that have said, I remember when we shot this, and this, and he was so mean to you during that production.
At the end of the video, Julia then speaks about how JP used a large sum of the business money for personal things and how he practically stole the money from the business and left her with practically nothing. At first, people were shocked at how mean JP was and how he stole the money from the business. But then JP responded in his own video titled Addressing the Actual Truth, episode 8. In this video, he speaks about how Julia locked him out of the account first and how he didn't actually steal the money but reinvested it into stocks, retirement plans, and life support policies, which Julia actually knew about because those policies and one of those retirement plans were actually in Julia's name.
In the morning at 6 a.m., I went to the gym to come back to a notification on my phone that I was locked out of my home.
If you just read these messages, her story doesn't even line up to the messages she's talking about. This is instructions. Create a new account, set up cameras. Same with the locks. You'll have your own locks. You can program them. I don't need to know the code. And then I say all that, and look at this response. You're hostile and a horrible person. You just need to stop your shit. Stop separating the accounts and doing what needs to be done so we can separate our lives. I need to stop separating our lives so we can separate our lives. We should not have joined anything at this point. This is childish behavior. And then she's like, I don't want to hear any more from you, go away. Doesn't that sound like childish behavior? If this continues, your true colors will be exposed. So now that sounds like she's threatening me.
July 31st comes around and he goes on the community page and posts this whole blurb about how he's going to move on and that I'm going to be running the channel. I had no idea that he was going to be posting that. I happened to be at my mom's chilling out for the weekend, and a couple days later I go to log in and
okay, a couple days later, right after I post that community post, she locks me out. This is her narrative. Let's hear it.
Passwords changed. I didn't have access. I had already been locked out of my own house. My credit cards were canceled. The cops were called on me. Now I'm locked out of my own work, and I started to freak out again, to be honest.
Really? How did you freak out? Did you text me and ask me why I got locked out? No, that's weird. Wouldn't you do that if you got locked out? Wouldn't you be like, JP, like, you know, you're texting me nonstop about the credit cards and the ring and the doors and the Eufy. Why aren't you texting me? Where's the text about you getting locked out of your YouTube channel? Wouldn't that be the most important thing to argue about?
Back into the email. So I used it and changed the password and
She changed the password. So this is where the narrative starts.
Was able to regain access.
You didn't regain access, you took away my access.
And I wasn't stupid enough to give him the key because then I would never have access again.
It's just that none of that makes sense. I wasn't stupid enough to give him the key.
I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but I'm pretty sure that he wasn't gonna let me back into my own world.
If she was locked out, she would be blasting all over social media. She'd call the National Guard if I actually locked her out.
Now, of course, in this video, he doesn't explain how he was mean to her and doesn't deny that he was actually a really big jerk to her. But on his community post, he shared a screenshot of a friend who commented on Julia's video, and the comment pretty much said that Julia was mean as well and that it wasn't always one-sided. Since these videos have come out, it's been pretty quiet on both sides. Just on YouTube, I really haven't seen much anywhere else. Either. Julia is still posting, but her videos don't even do that well at all at this point. And it's to the point that JP's channel is actually doing better than her channel, at least in views. And I think JP's channel has a fraction of subscribers. Now, to rant a little bit, I feel like every couple channel has a severe fall off in subscribers and views once the two separate, which is understandable. I think it's the same thing with like boyfriend versus girlfriend or prank versus prank. I made a video about them a couple years back, but it kind of was the same exact situation. They broke up, one took the channel and the other one made a new channel, and then they never talked to each other, and then all the views on those channels were very low. This is obviously a little bit different of a situation, but yeah, these fans came for the both of them, and it wouldn't feel right if the other person is missing in the videos. Now, this is just a story of a couple who had a falling out, and this falling out and breakup led to Julia making the biggest mistake that ruined the Healthy Junk Food channel, and that is airing out their personal drama to their fans who don't care about that stuff. At the end of the day, their channel was just a business. That's like if the CEO of Walmart started selling clothes that said, "My wife cheated on me with 13 men and 14 employees." Now, obviously, if you shop at Walmart, nobody really cares about that. Nobody cares about the CEO. And yeah, the fans may care about Julia and JP, but not to that degree where they want to know what's happening in their own personal lives. And the people that are still stick with the channel, but the regular people who don't really care about the behind the scenes, they just unsubscribe because they don't care about that stuff. They want to go on YouTube, escape their regular day life. And if they're having a bad day, they just want to escape that, watch some videos, and laugh. They couldn't really do that now when Julia's literally airing out dirty laundry and saying that like JP was gay and that he didn't like even making videos for his community. Nobody wants to see that. And I feel like Julia ruined the nostalgia of the channel to where even now old fans don't really want to watch the older videos either because they know the backstory behind these videos. And of course, JP could have been a huge jerk behind the scenes. And that's just kind of what happens. But when you take personal drama and you put it onto YouTube, that's when you lose a following. It's kind of weird to me, not to take anybody's side because I'm not, but in the video, Julia says that it's all about the business and how JP is not making it the business, he's making it personal. And obviously that's due to like the stand-up that JP does and like when he went on Kill Tony. But Julia is also making it personal as well by putting these screenshots up on a community tab on a business channel. It would be different if she took it to a second channel and posted it there and kind of had it completely separate from the actual Healthy Junk Food channel, but she didn't. She ruined everyone's perspective on the channel. And again, if you're having a bad day, you'd probably watch them, but now it's just so much negativity surrounding the channel that if you have a bad day, you want to come home and watch them. Now you don't want to watch them because you already know that it's just bad vibes on the channel. And not to mention that during all of this, Julia was striking another channel named Ken Dominic Reaction Channel, to the point that she almost got his channel taken down off of YouTube.
It's time for us to get back to the regular Julia Gulia reactions on the channel that she stole from JP Lambiase. And here's where we left off. Jamaican jerk chicken showdown homemade versus Scotchies. And it's not the footage that I'm interested first, it's something in the comments. And I already have them ready. So this will take a few seconds and we'll get started. This is sort of like the appetizer. Look, follow the cursor. We got Ken Dominic. He says, love that place. Heart. He's got 2 likes. So that's himself liking it right away, and then one other person hit it by accident. Or perhaps it could be a stray bot. We don't know. He's got 2 likes. So love that place is all Ken has to offer. And one of our crew is here saying, and Carol thought it was good. 18 likes. Now here's what I'm wanting to share. One of our crew comes in there and says, KDRC has every right to make content about other YouTube channels. Stop striking the channel, please and thanks. And Julia replies and says, thank you for your input. He can go ahead and shoot his own footage, but he can't use mine. Best wishes for him and so much more to come here. Even though JP is the one that's getting done dirty huge by Julia, I think I'm the only other YouTuber that's feeling the sting from this witch. She hit my channel with 8 fraudulent copyright takedowns. It's produced 2 Okay, so I made a flub speaking. Like when I do these screen movie grabs, I leave the flubs in. 8 fraudulent copyright takedowns, which produced 2 strikes on my channel. 1 more and the whole channel would have came down.
But how do you feel about this whole situation? Who do you think is in the wrong, or do you think they're both in the wrong? Personally, I think they're both in the wrong. It's just, you know, the proof is in the pudding. JP can be joking about anything besides his old ex who allegedly cheated on him. And also Julia should never posted those personal things and text messages onto like the Healthy Junk Food channel. That's just an implosion right there. But if you have any creators you want me to check out, let me know in the comments down below, or on Instagram or Discord. Those will also be linked in the description and comments down below. While you're down there, you might as well subscribe to the channel, and also please leave a like to help the video out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.